Welcome back, Pokemon GO players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is February 1st, 2026. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
It's ya boy. We're back at it again. It's been a lovely cold week.
Oh my god, jeez, dude, my goodness. It's like,
oh my gosh.
I mean, did you get flurries last night?
We got ice.
Oh,
everywhere.
Everywhere? Like, but did you see like flurries like float around or anything like that?
No.
No?
We had a ton of wind, but not really moisture in the water. In the air, sorry. But I work with pools.
Yeah.
So I have a pretty funny picture of somebody pulling a skimmer out of the water and it's stuck completely up because it froze.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and the bits of the poles that were sticking in the water, when they were pulled out, they were getting ice on them with the thin layer.
We actually got snow warning. Well, I mean, not like the full warning, like it was like, the flurries run around and everything like that, and parts of the area plus the town below us, which is Sarasota. We actually got a little bit of that. I mean, it didn't really hit the ground and, cover because it gets too warm in the ground for it to pile up, but we saw a little bit. I did see like tiny bits of pieces, and I was like, oh well, that's pretty cool. It kind of looked like regular wind and everything, but people were posting things, and I was just kind of crazy to see.
I was hearing there were photos of like snow in Tallahassee.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just north of Florida, so that makes sense. But for us in this south part, middle of Florida, it's rare to even think about wanting to see the snow because it will never get to that point. But if it actually starts dropping, or just in general, the air and the humidity and everything just like brings us in, that's just like the rarest occasion we have seen in 30 years of our lives. So at least 20 for me here, but still.
If we see it, we might see it tonight. But
no, I mean, you guys.
I don't hear anything.
I mean, just open the windows and just make sure. Well, not open the windows. I mean, just open the blinds. If not, you're gonna die, and you don't want to do that. You know what I mean. Anyways, we're here to talk about Pokemon GO news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. Just to remind everybody, this episode of the Purified Podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community for supporters and patrons for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our Patreon-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. So don't forget to check us out at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor. You can currently help us if you want to become our second producer on the show. Let us know because everybody out there always helps out, and podcast is not cheap. Same time, of course, you can join other podcasts on the network between Lore Up, Special Conditions, Gotta Watch Them All, every other podcast out there in the network. Please make sure you check them out. But yes. All right. So we had an interesting week since last talk. We had the Caves event that just ended about the time we finished this podcast. Or not even finished. I started this podcast. We had Ho-Ho Dynamax weekend, and we had Community Day, the first Community Day. Well, technically the second Community Day of the year, but very early in the year, just because we got so many things to actually worry about this month. February is going to be a crazy month of events for the entirety of the month, ending with the Gold Tour, which we'll talk about a little more information of what's going on then. So I guess at this point, Chris, tell me what you got. Also, I just finished like showcases, so I'm like 4th and 9th place. So I don't care.
I got 1st and 3rd.
I got 4th, 9th, and 12th. Nobody cares about me.
I guess just not too many people hopped in these ones. I'll take it though.
Lucky.
But yeah, it's been a lovely week. Speaking of showcases, I mean, we had the Ho-Oh Dynamax, so that'll be fun to talk about. Got one new hundo this week.
Ooh.
From a research. I know you're going to be very jealous. I got a Pidgeotto.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Oh my gosh,
Was it
how
a
many
shiny?
Hundo Pidgeys we got?
Probably too many to count. I mean, I have to like. I don't even want to count at this point, but still.
Oh my gosh. Other than that, the only shinies I got were on the same day, back to back. Only time that I took a walk around the block this week to try and level up, and it was shiny Venipede and Stunfisk within 5 minutes of each other.
Oh, well, okay.
I was very excited.
So, what's your count for the next level requirement right now?
Oh, I'm level 76, baby.
Ooh, my boy got there. That's awesome.
I was flexing on one of my coworkers to show him my top 6 Pokemon because he was showing me his.
Yeah.
And when I was showing him, I just saw the level 76 pop up, and I was like, oh.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I got the last kilometer, It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be a grind, but it looks like it's going to be easier than the last level for sure.
Yes, and then after that, the next level is the 400 kilometers.
Yeah, 400 kilometers, you said?
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. But I mean, congratulations. Are you any closer to finishing up this next level, or not? Like how you started up?
I pretty much just started this morning.
Okay.
It looks like the thing that's going to take the long time is the max battles, right?
Yeah. Nah. I'll give you an update here in a second when it comes down to it. But that's everything you got today, or this week, I guess. That's good.
Yeah, that's how we're looking.
All right. Well, I do have a bit of a haul this week. Chris knows about one specific Pokemon because of what happened yesterday. But I mean, let's start with the shinies. We'll get the Hondos in a moment. Actually, I didn't actually post any of this, but I had a mission this week, or this weekend actually, to complete a special research story, a wonderful, masterful story that it's been taking us over 3 months to complete. I think you know what I'm talking about in a moment. Masterwork research.
Oh, masterwork.
Yeah. Let's start the week with a shiny Sandrew. Just a random Go Plus. I think that was a couple of days ago anyways. Shiny Meditite from whatever event we had last week, or this week, I guess. Shiny Makuhita, which I did click yesterday and I got shiny. I was like, okay, well, I mean, why not, right? Shiny Thor. Again, another just another shiny one. I was just like trying to get my excellence throws done. I did get a Dynamax shiny Ho-Ho from the Go, the Max Battle weekend. Chris is jealous because I got something else too, which I'll talk in a second. I did actually, I was able to trade somebody for a shiny Larvesta, and I actually evolved it to Volcarona. There is a reason for that you'll get to know in a moment. And then Pulpix Community Day, I did get 3 shinies backgrounds, but I wasn't focusing on that this weekend. Because there is actually, and then I had a shiny Smunchlax because why not, right?
Why not?
There is actually a shiny that everybody's been trying to get for the last few weeks, or I'm sure actually for the last few months because of a little time gate ability of the Masterwork. If you're seeing it right now, guys, if you're seeing it on Spotify or in any video form, I'm showing my shiny Keldeo. I got it today after Community Day. So let me actually rewind a couple of days back. Once I finally got to the last 5 days of catching a Pokemon time gated wise, I completed the Excellent Throw Challenge on the same day, which it took me all day to complete that. So I did actually do 300 excellent throws within the span of 2 days, because I think actually no more than that, because I got to that task pretty early in the week. The body hearts was super simple. I mean, I just switched over bodies for 3 or 4 days and I got 200 hearts pretty easily. And of course, yesterday was the day that I got the final excellent throw. So I made a goal mission for the last task. The last task in the page of the Masterworld Research before Shiny Keldeo appears is 100 research task completion. And the Unova medal. You have to complete both of them. That's the last 2 tasks you need to complete before you actually get your Shiny Keldeo. The Unova badge, I had 1 Pokemon missing. And there is a reason why I wanted to wait to get to that Pokemon. and why I didn't evolve it any earlier than that, even though I had enough candies to evolve it. And that was the Larvesta. I wanted to get 2 different types of Larvesta. I wanted to get either the Hundo or the Shiny to evolve it to get the metal. I wanted to get to that point. I didn't get it any of those out of like how many eggs I had hatched in my entirety of the last, I don't know how many shinies it's been out since. And even when the Pokemon was releasing eggs at that point. So somebody was able to trade me. I traded him a purified shiny Mewtwo. Actually, my only Shadow Mewtwo that I purified because I was like, you know what? I don't need this.
I was like, I know you did more than that.
No, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I had another shiny Mewtwo, and that was a 98 shiny. I am sorry, 96 shiny. Ooh. So I was like, I don't want to get rid of that. So I was like, you know what? It's for the cause. I was able to persuade the person to give me their only shiny Larvesta. And I was like, here's a shiny Mewtwo in exchange. And it was a lucky trade, so, or at least lucky trade, but still. So they got a decent one. I think they got a 96 shiny Mewtwo, and I got 3-star Larvesta. I evolved it all the way to Volcarona. That completed that. But of course, I had to do 100 field research stats before the end of the day. And Wes, what is the easiest way to finish field research stats on a specific event? Community Day. Community Day allows you to have every field research task, or at least a good majority, about 90% of them, to be just catch 3 of the Community Day Pokemon. I made it my
stack them up a bunch.
I made it my mission to complete 96 field research stacks in 3 hours. Brother, I am tired. And do mind you, I was also doing ho-ho raids or ho-ho max battles with friends at the time. So luckily some friends actually allowed me to do a few things. So because they were actually kind enough to join me for this grind, I said, okay, I'll stop by every now and then to do max ho-hos for a few of here and there. So it wasn't like the full-on grind. I probably, if I was by myself, I probably would have been able to finish that within an hour, because that was like the only thing I care about throughout the entirety. But because I was with friends, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a little bit slower in that sense. However, I will complete this today. Like, there is no other choice. I will complete the Keldeo Shiny today. And I did. About 4:30 of the day, half an hour before Community Day ended, I got the last few tasks. I claimed the Shiny research with my friends in the car. The animation is pretty cool, which I wish I would actually recorded it, but I'm sure you can find it on the internet pretty easily. And then, of course, Shiny Keldeo. Now, what is Shiny Keldeo today? It's trash. It's a 2-star. It's a 10, 12, 13.
Just trade it. Wait a minute.
I was hoping to at least get a closer, good, Shiny Keldeo, but you know what? At least it's not the Nando. I'll take it, Although a Nando would still be pretty cool to have. I would actually be happy with that or the Shando, but it's like, still, I mean,
rare shiny. It is a very rare shiny.
So I completed all that. It was pretty cool. It even says right here, I completed it during Community Day, Bolt Picks and 11 Bolt Picks. So that's an interesting tag to have. And then I have a couple of Hondos that I got this week. The first one was actually a Meditite I got through my walk, because I don't know, that was just a Hondo Meditite somewhere around.
Mega.
And then Chris kindly enough wanted to actually, help a couple of friends do a couple of ho-hos. And on Saturday, I didn't actually focus on the ho-hos. I just did a few remotes, which surprisingly, I did all my remotes for the week. The first one was just a regular, Hondo, or not, I'm surely not a Hondo, but, the first one was just a regular Hondo ho-ho. And then the second one that I got invited to, they got me the Hondo ho-ho Dynamax. So that is 2 for 2 and in the 2 birds. So, well, actually, I mean, out of the 6 legendaries that have been out, this is the 2 that I care the most, I guess, because I really don't care about Zapdos, Moltres, or any of the other ones. Not even Raikou or Entei really make up for it. But Ho-Ho being a amazing fire type, same as a flying type. It hit like a truck in max battles, because if you didn't have the counters,
hard.
Yeah, it definitely was. You needed to plan a good team, I was lucky enough to only white out a couple of times, but because we had a good team of people who actually knew what they were doing, we kind of beat it down pretty quickly. So I did about, I'd say 40 raids, max battles. And I was focusing because there was another task that I'm going to get to in a second. But yes, I got the Hondo Ho-Ho. Ooh, hallelujah. Between Lugia and Ho-Ho, I got both of those birds. So that's actually pretty nice to have them in that sense. The reason why I say that there was another goal in mind is because in my quest to level 77, I have now completed 52 max battles out of 100. Of course, this was already, I think I had like maybe 20 going into today, which honestly is not a lot. So I did quite a bit of them today specifically, between in person, maybe a couple of remotes here and there, and then like the 10 remotes that I did yesterday too. So 52 max battles out of 100. So I got a little bits to go. If I do maybe a couple per day, I should be pretty soon. Maybe if I actually concentrate a little bit more, I should be able to finish this before the end of next week. But of course, I gotta actually hit the power spots, which sometimes it's a little hard when you're working 8 hours a day in the same place. So I'm happy to, and I was hoping to actually get as close as possible during this week, because I knew that Ho-Ho was around and everybody was going to be doing it. I did as many as I could. Still, there was 2 goals in mind, and I focused on one specifically, one that I could actually complete within the time period. So yeah, that's my day. That's been my week. It's been a hard grind in both sides. If I actually look at my special research task and everything, I have no more special research tasks to do currently. Only the precious path, which is of course throughout the season. And I don't have any more after that. I still have 3 tasks from the event, the Glimora event, and then nothing on the time research. So I basically have nothing to do but just relax and do max battles until the next level. I went a little crazy this week.
Whack. Yeah, good job on that, man.
Brother, I had to do... Here's the thing. To get to the next page for the 100 research before Sunday, before today, I had to do maybe about 50 more excellent throws before the end of yesterday. I somehow did it. I have no idea.
Ho-Oh.
Well, yeah, Ho-Ho helped in the last stuff, but sometimes it would just stay in the ball quickly, or I just didn't hit the excellent for some reason. Yeah. I just didn't know what to. So
the first one would not stay in the ball for me, man.
Yeah.
But all the ones after that, I was lucky enough to get, but the first one was scaring me with how hard it was to get.
I honestly think that I gotta actually work on doing excellence. I even use Ice Burn to actually slow down the circle so I can get excellence here and there. But it's getting hard to do excellence with it in one finger or two. I can't even do it with my thumb anymore. I just have to actually use my actual index finger and everything. So it took me a bit to get there. I could have done it a little bit earlier, but again, between work and all these things that I'm doing, I really don't have the time to really focus on it unless I go for the walk. And because this week has been an incredibly cold week, I haven't really had the chance to work on, just trying to get everything done. So it was a little bit of a struggle, especially in the last few days. So, but I got it done. I made it my mission. I'm tired as it is. I don't really care about anything else until like next weekend or something. Oh my goodness. Okay, so enough ramble on. Let's get into a little bit of hauls here. And I think I also only got like 12 shiny ball pixes. So really...
I'll be real. I took a nap when you mentioned the community day. I evolved a few that I had. Funny enough, I had a Hundo Vulpix and a Hundo Alolan Ninetales ready to go.
Oh, nice, because I didn't get any of them, Hundos, for that reason. But you know what? I'll tell you what I can get. If you focus on one thing specifically, you really don't care about the rest. It's just a luck of a draw.
No, and we already had these Pokemon before, so if we really need to use an Elite Charge Gem, we can.
Yeah.
So it's not like a crazy thing, because I'm sure people already have this built for PvP.
Yeah, and I'm sure people were just looking at different things. All right, so enough about that. Let's get into the next segments. That's research topics of the week. We got a few things to talk about. Mainly some things that we will never be able to see unless it comes to the States, or things that, are the weekly stuff. The first one that we'll talk about is the PokePARK Kanto. Let's enjoy Pokemon Go at the park. Woohoo! So, starting in February, which is today, Pokemon Go will take part of the fun at PokePARK Kanto, opening in Yomiuriland in the Tama Hills area of Kanto. I have no idea how to say that. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. This begins on February 5th, so not just today, but February 5th. Exclusive content will be available in Pokemon Go during the park hours of Japan time, which is only going to happen in Japan if you go to this park. I really wish I actually have this in the States one day. Please, Pokemon Company, listen to us. Anyways, Pokemon that live throughout the PokePARK will also appear in the wild in Pokemon Go. So Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Rattata, Pidgey, Pichu, Eevee, and 2 shiny unknowns, Unknown P and Unknown K, will also be available throughout the park. In addition to these Pokemon, you'll be able to encounter a variety of Pokemon throughout different areas of PokePARK Kanto, including Pokemon Forest and Sado Town, one of the two. Special field research task encounters. By spinning the Pokestops at the PokePARK Kanto, you'll be able to receive special research tasks. Completing this field research will allow you to encounter Pokemon that also live in the park. Please note the field research tasks can only be obtained within the Kanto Park, and they can only be completed, but they can't be completed outside the park. So I guess you do get one of the two. And in raids, we'll have raids on that specific location throughout the months of the year. Starting with Zapdos, February, March, April, and May. Moltres in June, July, August, and September. And then Articuno in October, November, and December, and January. They will rotate every 4 months and will appear in the special Kanto Park team location background. So they'll have a special background. So if you get to remote one, great. But I don't think you'll be able to actually... It says strangers can participate in this raid battles once per day. Oh... Really? That's a little bit of restriction there. That limitation is crazy. More details will be, of course, available in the website. If you really want to learn Japanese, I mean, at that point, you just go to the website. But seem excited? What's your thoughts on this park, Chris?
The only thing I can hope is the once per day is per raid.
Okay. Yeah.
But also... I think the months for the birds are really nice. I think they line up with, what they are, the hot months being Moltres, the cold months being Articuno, and the somewhat more rainier months being Zapdos.
Right.
But I know there's definitely going to be times that are more convenient for people to go to the park. So I do feel kind of funny about that if people are trying to get a specific bird. Mm-hmm. This isn't going to be the only way to get the legendary birds, though. So it's kind of just a bonus, right?
It is a bonus to whoever goes to the park and, of course, gets to do the raids, the Pokemons, even the unknowns. I mean, having specific location where you can only obtain unknown and still be shiny throughout the park experience. And this park is going to be, forever. So if you ever get the chance to get those, go out there and do the shinies and all that stuff, that'd be incredible in that sense. But still, of course, between Chris and I, unless we are able to ever go to Japan and actually experience this, that'd be amazing. But we get what we can at that point. So enjoy, guys. If you actually have anything, if you actually do get anything cool from there, let us know. We would love to hear from you guys. Our doors are open for anything PokePARK experience. All right. That is the first thing that they tell us. How about you tell us about the next piece of news, brother?
All right. Catch Mastery featuring Oricorio, the dancing Pokemon. This is an interesting Pokemon for sure. This event will be happening Saturday, February 7th at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time. The featured Pokemon will, of course, be Oricorio, the dancing Pokemon, and it will appear in field research, free timed research, and paid timed research. I know I'm gonna butcher this. Bale style Oricorio will be featured in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. The Pom Pom style Oricorio will be appearing in the Americas. The POW style Oricorio will be appearing in African, Asian, Pacific, and Caribbean islands, and the Sensu style Oricorio will be appearing in the Asia Pacific region. And we will have an increased chance of encountering shiny Oricorio. The event bonuses: 2 times XP for successfully catching Pokemon with nice throws or better, which is great. This thing has giant circles on it. Increased candy for successfully catching Pokemon with nice throws or better. You're going to have a lot of candy, I guess, for Oricorio.
True.
I will say this is a good time if you're trying to get candy for going through your stack of research encounters.
Right.
Wild encounters. The following Pokemon will appear more frequently in the wild. Interesting on one of these, Hoot Hoot and Starly, and they will also have increased shiny chances. Field research task encounters. Tasks focused on your Pokeball throwing accuracy will be available, and the following Pokemon will be available in the field research task: Hoot Hoot, Starly, and Oricorio. If you're lucky, you'll get a shiny one, of course. You'll have an increased chance of encountering shiny Oricorio, but the Oricorio form will only be what your location designated is. So you're not going to get any of the other rarer forms.
Right.
Sadly. Timed research. There'll be timed research focusing on catching Oricorio, and it will reward you with encounters with Oricorio based on your location, and XP, Stardust, and more. Oh my gosh, this is, it's so sad. The paid timed research for $1.99, you'll get additional encounters with Oricorio based on your location, and you'll get XP, Stardust, and more. If you buy that box on the web store, you'll also get 2 rare candies. So, I personally am a little bit bummed out that we don't get chances to get the other ones right now.
Right.
But, I mean, we've gotten a chance to get, 3 out of the 4?
Recently, yes. Well,
at least going to the closer event.
Yeah, and if we go into Oricorio Town, really, there's been a few that a lot of people have traded me over from where they've been. I think the only one that I'm missing right now is the Sensu one, and of course, I even have the shiny one that I got from. Oh yeah, this was in New York when we went to Go Fest in 2024. So, yeah, there's been a couple of chances to get this throughout the last few years, which is not bad. Aside from the one that's exclusively out of our way, that unless somebody actually brings us from all the other side of the world, there's really no reason to actually get through this. Like, I have enough of the Pom Pom style. I have enough of from Safaris or from the City Safari Miami, which I traded one for Chris, which I know he has that one. The New York one is exclusivity through the egg, so I'm kind of or throughout the event. So it was just one of those things. This event just seems like a placeholder for the week or for the weekend, unless you really want to get as many shiny Oricorios as possible so you can trade them to people who has not had the ability. Now the remote trade is a thing. Definitely something that you don't really need to do. The more I read this about this event, the more I'm like, well, I don't really need anything like this. Would have been cool to actually get the ability to get the other ones, even if it means actually doing insanely amount of tasks in the field research or anything like that. Yes, that would have been actually a little bit better, just because Oricorio has been out and about for the longest time. So it's really not something that I'm planning to look forward to. I was thinking, it's like, what is it that we need to do this weekend? Now I know. I don't think I'm actually going to go on my way to actually do so many things. Just because, again, at least in my opinion. Now, of course, if it's somebody who is just starting out their experience in Pokemon GO, or needs a little bit more in the mastery of it, this event has actually great benefits. Aside from the shinies, the shiny increases, you also get 2 times experience for catching, and then you get to work on your excellent throws. So there's definitely more to it, and just like Chris mentioned, Oricorio actually has one of the better circles out there, so you can actually practice your excellence in every other throw out there. the experience is great. So if you need to level up, you might as well take advantage of it. But I wouldn't go out of my way to go through the entirety of the day doing this. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's one of those cash mastery galores that we had in the past, you know? So that's my opinions. I don't know. Chris, do you have anything else to go about it?
Not too much. All I can say is probably get your trade bait right now. You know, get your shiny Oricorio so you can trade with people when you go to events.
Right.
And maybe get a Shundo. Who knows?
I mean, yes, that is another chance of getting a Shundo, and that's a pretty cool thing. But I don't know. I've seen enough Oricorios in my lifetime. I don't really need any more. If I get a chance to get the other forms, great. If not, I'm good. I don't need this. And I don't need to fully go out of my way to play this one. So I'll give it that. That's just my personal opinion. Again, if you'd like to want to play it, that's up to you. But we do have something more exciting coming up. And I really wish I would have actually taken the week off for this, but that was my fault. All right, so get ready for Pokemon GO Tour Kalos with the Road to Kalos event. Oh boy. All right, so we're en route to Pokemon GO Tour Kalos, and we can't forget about the important stops along the way. The Road to Kalos event before the global event begins on February 28th. You're invited to this week-long rewind of previous Go Tour events, which celebrates Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Unova regions. Plus, early readings are showing that certain legendary Pokemons previously featured at Go Tour events are getting to reappear. Or, I'm sorry, ready to reappear. Could this be the work of the mythical Pokemon Hoopa? Honestly, Pokemon Day is so close that I feel like this is actually going to be consistent to this. So, of course, the ones that are attending the in-person events in both Los Angeles and in Tainan get to jump into the Kalos Spine Fun even sooner. So, of course, you get all of this throughout the entirety of the weekend. So that's pretty cool. But Road to Kalos starting on Monday, February 23rd from literally midnight. So you can start this as soon as the day starts or the day off, to Friday, February 27 at 11:59 p.m. local time, which is before the Go Tour festivities begin. Pokemon debuts: Pikachu wearing Red's hat, Pikachu's wearing Leafs' hat, Pikachu wearing Ethan's hat, Pikachu wearing Lyra's hat, and make their Pokemon Go debut throughout this entire weekend. Oh boy.
I want that red.
I want
red
that.
Ethan.
I want that red too. I want red, and I want actually I want all four of them. So what's the difference at this point? My Gold Plus is gonna go crazy that weekend, I can tell you that much. So wild encounters. So you may encounter different team Pokemons in the wild on each day, including the first partner Pokemons from the Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, and Unova. So basically every single one. Starting on Monday, we'll have Kanto, which of course includes the starters, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and you even encounter Pikachu, Clefairy, and Meowth. So again, you know, fill out your shiny decks if you actually need that. Tuesday, lo and behold, we get Johto, the starters, of course, with Marill, Hoppip, and Terrier. So just like a regular day at this point, you know, it's like we've seen this in regular spawns anyways. On Wednesday, we have Hoenn, of course, you know, Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip with the encounters with Spuchuyena, Telo, and Ninkara, or like my friends like to say, Encantada. Thursday, we'll have Sinnoh, which of course includes Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup with things like Bidoof, Shinx, and Snover, which I am looking for a Honda Snover, so why not, right? And then on Friday, we'll end it off with Unova. Started off with Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, and of course Lillipup, Darumaka, and Gatita. I don't think I need any more Darumakas in my life, so I'm kind of happy with
all of them. Oh, definitely more all the Gatitas.
Oh, I know, right? At least a few more just for the shiny decks, the shiny Angry decks.
I don't have Gothita, but oh my gosh, yeah, the other ones, no.
Yeah, I'm a little. I mean, I think my Gold Plus is just gonna be just preparing through the entirety of it. So. Then we have raids. The following Pokemon soon appear in raids. Each one will feature raid hours between 6 to 7 local time following the next schedule that we're about to talk about. However, on Thursday, February 26th, The raid bosses will alternate each hour during each event, with the exception of raid hour, where they will rotate after the first 30 minutes. Pikachu's wearing Lucas' hat, Pikachu wearing Don's hat. The Alga and Palkia will appear in raids first, followed by the Pikachu wearing Raid's cap and Akari's kerchief. Whoa, what is going on here? There's also Origin Form Dialga and Origin Form Palkia you may also catch in one of those forms with this feature attack. So you can take advantage of their powerful adventure effects. Pause. What the frick do you mean that we're gonna have a rotating Pikachu caps of both the this one I'm on disbelief, but the Sinnoh starters or the Sinnoh Pikachus, and then also the Hisuian versions of them? And at the same time, we get both the origin forms of two of the most powerful adventure effects we have faced in the entirety of the game.
They want money.
I mean, Scopely, here you go. It's like, that's all you're going to get from me this entire weekend. I can tell you that much. Oh, my God. This is going to be a wild weekend. However, on Friday the 27th, once again, the raid bosses will alternate throughout the event, except for raid hour for the first 30 minutes each time. Pikachu wearing Hilbert's hat, Pikachu wearing Hilda's hat, Reshiram and Black Kyurem will appear in first raid first, followed by Pikachu wearing Nate's visor and Pikachu wearing Rosa's visor, with Sekirem and White Kyurem. Jesus goodness, don't know what I'm gonna be doing that day. But take of course on the black and white Kyurems for their powerful fusion energy for their adventure effects. So throughout those days, and of course their respective raid hours, Monday we'll have the Kanto one with reds and leaf hats. I'm pretty sure people will gonna go for those since they're more debut for the event. But they will also have Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres during that specific day. So, I mean, if you need the birds, might as well. It's one of those things. Tuesday, we'll get Ethan's hat and Lyra's hat. And then Shadow Ho-Ho and Shadow Lugia. What? Okay, I was not expecting this. I was not expecting the shadow forms to actually be available here.
I'm glad I'm off that day.
Oh my God. I mean, we just had Ho-Ho, I don't even know what to say. Anyways, on Wednesday, of course, Hoenn, we get Brendan's hat and May's hat, May's boat Pikachu, with Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon.
Get that Hondo. Get that Shondo.
I already got the Hondos. I don't need the Shondos. I don't need the energy. That's what I'm saying.
I might do like one of each. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I mean, I'm probably not skipping Wednesday just for two reasons. One, we got something else planned at the night off, so I might as well go over there and catch some. I'm probably gonna focus on the Pikachus more. But if people just care about Kyogre and Groudon, we'll take
some
those.
Nice easy ones.
Yeah. On Thursday, of course, we'll have Lucas' hat and Don's hat Pikachus with both Dialga and Palkia. Regular Dialga and Palkia in throughout the day, but of course, during raid hour, they'll be their origin forms. Jesus. And then on Thursday, we'll have the Sinnoh with space-time anomalies. Oh my God, don't tell me that we're going to have like the sky be the anomaly during those raid hours or raid days. That'd be crazy. Actually, no. This is on the same day. What am I talking about? So, Pikachu wearing Ray's cap and Pikachu's wearing Akari's kerchief will also be available, but of course their origin forms will be there. So, throughout
the 30 and 30, they said.
I think so. I think that's what they said, or because hold on, let me go back real quick. So it says on Thursday, the raid bosses will alternate each hour during event hours with the exception of raid hour. So every 30 minutes we'll have each one of the forms. So we have regular form in the first half of the hour, and then the second half of the hour we'll have the origin forms. Exception for raid hour. I don't know if raid hour is just going to have the Pikachus.
Yeah, I guess the raid hours are probably just
the raid hour, like the origin forms or something.
Just the origin?
Probably. Honestly, at this point, I'm more confused than it is, but I know for a fact that Pikachus are just all over the world right now. So, Of course, Friday we'll have Hilbert's hat and Hilda's hat with Reshiram and Black Kyurem, and of course their counterparts to White Kyurem throughout the half an hours of the event. So I'll tell you this for sure. People still need fusion energy for Black Kyurem and White Kyurem. They will want to actually do as many as they can. When it comes to second round Reshiram, unless you have a good team that you want to go with, they're not really that hard to take out. What you get?
Shiny Rookity.
Oh, nice. If you're lucky, you may encounter shiny ones, of course. So each one of the legendaries in some specific days, like the Kanto birds, will also have their special feature attacks. So Articuno will know Hurricane, Zapdos will know Thundershock, and Moltres will know Sky Attack, which is not a bad thing to know their elite origin forms. I'm sorry, their elite, not origin form, what am I talking about? Their elite moves, elite chargeable moves, I guess I should say. Wednesday, we'll have Kyogre and Groudon. We'll know Origin Pulse and Precipice Blades. So that's pretty nice. They don't, say it is like you may have them with those moves or something. During the Thursday, actually, that's the biggest... Why did they do this? So, Origin 4 Palkia and Dialga will have a chance to know both their special effect moves. Why do they do this every time? Why can't they just guarantee us that this moves? Why do they want to have more money from us? Chris, I don't know what to say about that, but still.
I'm just hoping it goes a lot better than the last time, but part of me hopes it doesn't go better than the last time, so we get some guaranteed shinies.
That too.
But we'll see what's going on.
Yeah, and then of course Friday we'll have Reshiram, Zekrom know their Fusion Flare and Fusion Bolt, but then Kyurem will also have the chance to know the Charge Attack like I see it. So, I mean, I know they're powerful special effects, but why would they give us this ability? This is the best part of the blog, and I knew this was coming. New special backgrounds. So, trainers who take on raid bosses during the Road to Kalos event will have a chance of receiving new special backgrounds after making successful catch in all raids. These souvenir backgrounds will appear on the Pokemon summary page, and we all know what that means. The Road to Kalos will feature different special backgrounds to collect every single day of the week. So, the Pikachus can have a background inspired by Team Mystic logos. So, Team Mystic, Team Instinct, and Team Valor. Did I say Team Mystic for the first time? I think I did. Which that means that if you really want to go for the rarity of this game, you want a shiny of each one of the logos for both Pikachus. What the F?
Plus, I'm assuming that you only get the background that is your team, is what I would assume.
That doesn't say anything, brother. It says that
I know it doesn't say it, but that's just what I'm thinking.
So if because you're Mystic, you're just gonna get backgrounds from Mystic?
I don't know. Because look at Kanto. It's saying Articuno can have a background for Mystic, Zapdos can have a background for Instinct, Moltres can have for Valor.
Yeah, but the Pikachu says it says or.
Yeah, and part of me is like kind of laughing, imagining a Team Valor getting like 3 shiny Mystics or something like that. I guess it's just wishful thinking because I think they're assuming that if you're Team Valor, you want the Team Valor shiny.
True, I will say the same thing for that, but that means that the hunt it's going to be a grind. For everybody,
you'd have to trade somebody for a different team.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be.
That's just my assumption, though.
I totally agree, and I hope that that's gonna be the case. But I am not optimistic about the way that they're doing this. So, and just like Grace mentioned, Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres will have their respective team colors, which is cool. But that means that you have to rate for all 3 of them to at least get 1 shiny background of each. So, yeah, goodbye money for the rest of the week. So I can tell you that much. And this is only day 1. This is only Monday. That's the reason.
You didn't have to go so crazy.
I'm gonna guess my remote life. It's gonna be the entire week because I don't think I'll be able to do much.
Yeah, they want those tax returns. That's what it is.
Well, basically. Yeah, goodness gracious. Okay, so Tuesday during Johto's. Both Pikachus with their special hats or special wearing costumes, whatever, can have backgrounds inspired by Pokemon GO or Pokemon Silver version. At the same time, Shadow Lugia and Shadow Ho-Ho will have either their Silver version or the Gold version, respectively, to those birds. So more backgrounds, more Pikachus with backgrounds. At least there's a little bit less than having, 2 of 3 different team colors. But still, this is actually a grind. We'll go to Hoenn on Wednesday, February 25th. Both Pikachus will, of course, have backgrounds or can have backgrounds inspired by Ruby and Sapphire versions. Kyogre will have Sapphire versions, and Groudon can have Ruby version. Something tells me you're going to be going crazy this Wednesday, aren't you?
Yeah. I might try to get like a background for each of them because I am a big 3rd gen fan.
Yeah. Sinnoh. I mean, at this point, why are we even talking about this? Because it's basically the same thing. The Pikachus can have inspired by Diamond and Pearl versions, not the Hisuian versions, luckily. So because there is the Akari ones and all the stuff. But that's 4 Pikachus, actually, for those 2 specific ones. So again, 4 Pikachus, 4 shinies, 4 different backgrounds for each. Or, I'm sorry, 2 backgrounds from each. So you want to have each one of them. Oh my goodness, I can't even think about it anymore.
And then 4 more.
And then, of course, Dialga and Parya and their origin forms can also have backgrounds inspired to Diamond version and Pearl version. Palkia Pearl, Dialga, Diamond. Oh my goodness, if you actually think about it, if you want a regular version with the background and then an origin version for the background with the special effect move, oh my goodness. I'm crying, dude. I don't know.
They're adding a lot of luck factors.
Oh god, this is not good. This is not fun. This is not fun. Did you remember you're gonna get a tax return this year? No, this is gonna be gone by the time you actually get to this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
On Friday we'll have, of course, the other 2 hats, Hilda's and Nate's and Visors and Rosa's. Okay, so 4 versions actually. Black and white versions. Reshiram can have black, Sacrum can have white. Plus, when you fuse the Sacrum and Reshiram that has a special background with a Kyurem that has a special background of the opposite color, the fusion, black Kyurem and white Kyurem has its own barrier infraction. So basically the same thing that they did with Solgaleo, Lulana, special backgrounds and all that stuff.
You can see what the backgrounds are going to kind of look like on the page.
Yep, and I'm like boosting it up for everybody who's seen it in video.
They look good.
Yeah, they do.
They do look good.
They do. Although the Unova one kind of seems like something we used to have from their back in days.
The black and white one is probably my least favorite, but it's still cool.
I mean, this was the same one that you actually get through the Unova tour. I know
it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
The other ones are just better.
Oh yeah, I mean,
in my opinion.
I mean, I'm in love with Dialga's rural time, basically.
Like the Sky Pillar.
Yeah, the Sky Pillar. Well, no.
Is that what it's called?
No.
No, the Sky Pillar is
the Hoenn.
Oh my gosh, I'm blanking.
Why do we actually chose shadows? But I mean, even the gold and silver look amazing. So I know backgrounds weren't really a thing for the first 4 generations of the tours, knowing that Unova actually start having special backgrounds. So this is basically a do or die. I'm gonna have to get every single background kind of deal. So
Temple of Sinnoh.
Yeah, there you go. But the backgrounds look amazing. I'm loving this whole thing, but this is way too much. I am. Okay, let's continue on before I actually go my full details on this, because there's more. How about that, So, on eggs, during the following Pokemon will hatch from 2-kilometer eggs throughout the entirety of the week. Larvitar, Bagon, Beldum, and Gible. I mean,
We'll get some Shundo chances, I guess.
Brother, I haven't hatched a Shando in over 30,000 eggs, okay?
Hey, I got you, man.
Man, get out of here. Bonuses.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Now's your time. Now's your time.
Brother, I hatched over 160 eggs this week, and I don't even see a Shando in my lifetime. I'm giving up on that until I see it actually happen. If it does happen, great. If not, I continue on. Anyways, event bonuses. Half edge distance eggs are placed in incubators during the period of events. Remote raid pass limit will increase to 30 from Monday to Friday. And of course, during the weekend, which is the GO tour, there will be no remote raid limit. They're basically just telling us, spend as much money as you goddamn can. There will be a time research available. It says time research team affaired feature regions will be available starting at 5 a.m. local time daily. So wake up. Complete the task to get candy TNs, more items, plus encounters with different custom Pokemons. New time research will be available each day at 5 a.m. So technically you do get a chance of getting those Pikachus without having to do too much work. I don't know if this is free though, because it hasn't said a free time research. It just says the time research. However, it does say the Pokemon obtained from time research won't have special backgrounds. Can you at least guarantee us one special background from each of the Pikachus? Because this is getting insane. They're basically telling us you are going to go raiding this week. Oh my goodness. Field research tasks will be available throughout each one of those days, starting at 12 a.m. local time. Complete the tasks to earn rewards like Candy XL for each day, featuring raid bosses, plus encounters with different custom Pokemons. If you're lucky, you may encounter shiny ones. However, they will also not have special backgrounds from field research. They're really prioritizing raids this week, aren't they?
Not for free.
And of course, who did not predict this, but the whole road to Kalos will have its GO Pass and GO Pass Deluxe. All you really need to know about this whole thing, you can get it for free, so basically you open the game throughout the week and you'll get a free pass. However, if you want to spend more to actually get the deluxe version rewards, it's all great. Things that you can get is like Lucario Mega Energy in the free pass. Encounters with Lucario that has a Mega Evolution inspired special background. Okay. There's the GO Tour Tee, or T-shirt, whatever you call it. Eventing Pokemons and more. But the deluxe version can have with encounters with Hoopa Unbound, a Lucky Trinket, Zygarde Cells, Zygarde Jacket, Victorville Mega Energy, Malabar Mega Energy, Candy XL, and premium items such as, of course, the Premium Battle Pass instance and more. Do I really want an Unbound Hoopa? Do you want one, Chris?
One what, sorry?
Unbound Hoopa. Or Hoopa Unbound.
I have like one of the bound ones. I don't even think I have a second one.
I have a Hondo Unbound one currently. It's maxed out too. The only reason for me to get this deluxe pass is for the Mega Energy for Victorville and Malamar, and the Lucky Trinket.
Zygarde Cells.
I don't need any Zygarde Cells, at least not anytime soon. But
what about for the shiny one they eventually release?
If they allows me to have more than 250 Zygarde Cells, then yeah, that'd be nice. I do have, well, I know they increased the limit, but I do have 276 Zygarde Cells. So I got enough. I just haven't evolved mine because I have a crappy one anyways.
Yeah, I might get it just for the Lucky Trinket. Mm-hmm. Oh, and they're giving you the energy. That's so nice.
Yeah. If they give us enough energy just to do one Mega Evolve without having to do Mega, like all the Megas out there.
I like to think it's like a tiny bit less.
You do understand that we haven't even gotten to the weekend itself.
I know.
So there's also, of course, tiers of how much you can, do through the GO Pass. The gifting, you can open up to 100 gifts per day. That's actually pretty cool. Receive up to 200 gifts and then hold up to 40 gifts in your item bank. Well, that's just normal in the Go Pass anyways. The Deluxe version will have Scatterbox will appear more frequently when you open pin gifts. That's actually pretty nice. One additional candy reward when doing any type of 5-star, Mega Raids, Primal Raids, or Shadow Raids. That really do have to specify every single one of those. One extra Candy XL when doing all of those types of raids, and 2 times Hatch Candy. Tier 2, large increase to catch the effectiveness of premiables. Oh. And that's on the free bonus pack? That's actually pretty nice. Meaning that every premierable for any legendary, if you get to the tier 2, will actually have an increased chance of catching it.
That's really good.
That combined with probably the freeze chuck event from the white Kyurem, the black Kyurem, you're basically catching everything for free at that point. It could be worth it, but of course it is in the free pass and you gotta get to that tier. So if you want to get to pretty quickly throughout the week, you may want to get there quicker or spend more money. 2 times cash experience, and then the deluxe bonus will have all of the free bonuses from the Go Pass plus an additional 5,000 experience from completing raids and 2 times hatch experience. Tier 3, same thing. Substantial increase to cash effectiveness of premier balls and 3 times cash experience. And then same thing for the deluxe pass. We'll have Stardust for completing raids 2 times and then 2 times hatch Stardust. So. And that's just the weekend itself, brother. Or I'm sorry, the week itself. I mean, the Go Pass will go all the way until the weekend anyways. So that's, I mean, if you're buying the Go Pass for just the weekend, you might as well just buy it for the entirety of the week and get all those bonuses started. Brother, I'm having like whiplash right now. Because I have no idea how I'm going to do this entire week like this.
Spare change, anyone?
Brother, I'm not rich. I need money to survive. This is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. I could have understand if they release some of this special backgrounds, maybe not just through the entirety of the week, but the entirety of the month. Spread it out throughout the month. Feels a little bit easier to do 3 different types of birds on the first week of February, Shadow Ho-Ho and Shadow Lugia maybe on the second week. Maybe include a half of that change for Kyogre or Groudon. We have 4 weeks in the month. We only have 7 days in the week for Go Tour and Road Tour Kalos. I understand Kalos has the less amount of legendaries ever introduced in any generation in Pokemon. You did not have to throw every single possible background shiny legendary in the entirety of the game in one entire week. Who in their right mind, aside from probably the 1%, maybe the 0.01%, will be able to do everything in this entire week? This is not the way to do it. I will have to prioritize a couple of things, but the FOMO to not have special backgrounds for each one of the legendaries out there, it's going to be insane. What are your final thoughts on this, Chris?
Yeah, I think people are going to suffer from trying to get a lot of things and then get upset because they didn't get everything. So definitely prioritize what you want to get. Even if it's a day that you're not as available, try to, remote in if possible to get what you're wanting to get. And then definitely reach out to your lucky friends, your remote friends, and try to coordinate getting those trades in for things that you want.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting week.
Yeah, because we're not gonna get everything.
No, the best advice I can give to anybody who's got to be playing this entire week off, it's prioritize what you really want. Honestly, I don't really care about the birds, like Articunoceptors and Moltres. There really haven't been any big chances to really go for a good one recently, aside from their Dynamax forms. They're actually even easier to get in Dynamax for that reason, because most of the things you can do is for free with free particles and everything. Ho-Oh and Lugia, they've been around forever. I have Hundo Dynamax ones, I have Hundo regular ones, I have Shundo of, regular ones here and there. Do I really need to actually go for a background one? Now, of course, they're a little bit rare because they're shadow. So background shadows definitely will be a thing for a lot of people, but it's only one day. You gotta prioritize which you really want to get if you want to get a shadow shiny background one throughout the entirety of it. Kyogre and Groudon, there definitely been better chances to get them in the last few years since the Go Tour. Primals definitely have an amazing adventure effect. I'm sorry, not adventure effect, but amazing primal evolution benefits. We have gotten, I have the special Las Vegas one, background Hondo Kyogre, that I'd really, prioritize actually getting. Do I need another one with a special background for this kind of thing? Probably not. Groudon, I finally got a Hondo of it after purifying it. Do I really need a shiny one of those or things like that? Probably not. I have more than enough special primal energy. I don't really need to go about a way to do it. It is actually on a day that we usually hang out anyways, but it's one of those things that I'm like, I don't need it. I really don't need it. Palkia and Dialga, those are definitely a bigger opportunity to hunt. Both Road of Time and Special Rent are probably the two more powerful adventure effects we have gotten in the game, giving you the ability to stop time for premium items like instances and star pieces and eggs, or even have that expansion on the spawns out there. Those will be the ones that I want to do the most, not because of their effect of their special abilities and everything, but the effectiveness in everything else. I know they'll come back eventually. Everything comes back in this game eventually. But they're definitely the better out of the entirety of the week. And even Black Kyurem and White Kyurem, even though their special effects actually do help you throughout most days. I use Black Kyurem's abilities to just catch Pokemon a little bit easier, especially in raids or even max battles. And then, of course, Iceburn and White Kyurem definitely have a really good special event, but it's not something that I use every single day. I'll use it through some of the tasks that I need to do, but that's pretty much it. There has to be a priority of what you want to look for. Chris and I, we have special almost everything that we have in this game because we have played this game to Initium for the last 10 years and more, and probably another 10 years to come. You never know. That's basically like my biggest rant, and I'm sorry that I'm ranting so much of this. It's just because it is so much. You don't want to go entirely background. You don't bankrupt on this whole entire week. Prioritize what you want. If you can do remotes, great. Start working on getting extra coins. Start working on not breaking the bank when you're looking into this. Start knowing what you really want, because you cannot get it all unless you're retire at this point. And even then you don't have enough money to do all of this, but still, but that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. It does seem like an incredible event. However, it just feels like it's way too much added into 1 week. Way too much. That's just my biggest opinion on this. So, one final thought? Nothing else? Or anything else, Chris?
Just gonna get my credit limit raised on the credit card. No, I'm joking. But yeah, definitely play responsibly and get your Pokemon battle teams ready and coordinate with people, because you're not going to be able to fight these solo.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. You can't really solo most of this, anyways.
No.
All right. Real quick, we'll just go over the Gold Pass for February, which, again, there's basically not much there to it. The only two things that you're going to care about is that all the same bonuses that we gotten for the last 2 months are there. The only things that are changing, of course, instead of getting a Lucky Trinket or a Infinite Incubator, you'll get Pokecoins and regular form. I forgot. Giratina, thank you. It's like I forgot about this guy. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Really, every other bonuses is still the same. You can open more gifts, you can send more gifts, hold more gifts, whatever the case may be. So basically, just keep on going. I mean, I already got the pass finished even before this weekend ended, so it's one of those in the end of the day. So really not much. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that was the case. And then the last event that was announced, I don't know if Chris, you want to actually talk about this because it kind of pertains more to you more than me.
Yeah, we can go through it real quick. There's one Pokemon I'm very excited about here, as always. Love is in the air during Pokemon GO's Valentine's Day event. So what is it going to hold? Tuesday, February 10th at 10 a.m. to Sunday, February 15th at 8 p.m. local time. Valentine's Day 2026 will have the event bonuses of 2 times XP for catching Pokemon, 2 times Stardust from opening gifts, and then an increased chance of encountering shiny Nidoran female and Nidoran male, and an increased chance to hatch shiny Nidoran for the female and male, and shiny Cherubi. I'm very excited for that. So there's 2 Pokemon to be excited for. Give your Furfrou a fresh trim. This is one of the event periods that we can get the heart trim for Furfrou.
Yep.
So get your candy and 10,000 Stardust, and you can change that over during this event. Global challenge. If you send gifts, you can help unlock the bonus for free timed research, awarding encounters with Spinda with a heart pattern. Successfully catching a Pokemon with a curveball throw will award 750 XP. And then gifts may include rare candy. That's awesome.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, I really want that Spinda with the heart. The shiny gets a broken heart.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. Wild encounters. There will be event-themed Pokemon mixed in the wild. Nidoran female, Nidoran male, Furfrou, and more. You might even encounter Audino.
Ooh.
For eggs, the event Pokemon eggs will be 7-kilometer eggs. Nidoran female, Nidoran male, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Cherubi, and Happiny. Decent mix. Don't really want the female and male Nidoran. I kind of wish they were separated, but oh well. Raids. For 3-star raids, we'll have Gardevoir and Gallade. And then featured attacks. If you evolve Kirlia to a Gardevoir or Gallade, it'll get Synchronoise. It's a
community day move.
Yes. And the same thing if you catch them from the 3-star raids, they'll also know Synchronoise.
Nice.
And then field research tasks. The tasks will award you with more encounters with the event-themed Pokemon. So good luck.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Valentine's Day event. It's only a 5-day event, which is not bad, I guess. Basically, the hunt for this whole entire thing is probably the Furfrou and the Spinda. I know you're looking for Cherubi. I do have my shiny Cherubi, so...
Cherubi and Spinda.
Yeah.
The 2. Cherubi has just been rude. I never see that thing, though.
Yeah, I got like a little bit lucky in the last few events, so it hasn't been too bad. But just having one is enough because it's part of the decks anyways. So love is in the air. We'll get there eventually. But and that's pretty much it on the news. And that was actually a lot more than I expected to be. I didn't know. However, let's just go into our quick main series Teehee kind of deal. Really, the only other game right now that you can really focus on, because we are basically addicted to this game, is TCG Pocket. And there's a new set. Oh, you're opening a pack? Hold on. I want to do the same thing.
I saw you talking about it, so I was like, I've been waiting to do my another 10 packs of Phantasmal.
Yeah, I open the max amount of packs I can get when the packs were released. There was a stream that I did, you guys. So if you want to see that, you can go into the bots, or in a bit. I want to say in another day or two, I'll be able to actually have it on YouTube. So just wait until that comes out and you'll see it. I'll get a couple of shorts out there, but I am opening one pack right now. I mean, you guys can see that in the screen. Let's see if I get anything good.
God pack.
Oh, dude, if I get a gut back and stream here, that'd be crazy, especially because your face is in it. Oh, Sparkles. Do I dare to peek or do I just go about it?
No peek, no peek,
no peek. Okay. Hey, there's Slackoff, Benelux. Oh, okay. Oh, I needed this card. A little Muck, full art.
Ooh.
Okay, all right.
I'd take a full art any day of the week.
I'll take it. I needed this card for my collection because I am worried about the 24-hour Wonder Picks.
You don't want to see that guy in there?
No, I don't want to see that. But hey, now I'm missing 3 of those. I completed the main set about a day after that. I was able to get 155 main diamond set.
I saw that. Mm-hmm. I saw that. I was like, oh, let me share with him. Oh, but he don't need anything. Okay.
So I'm missing 3 more full arts, but then I did open some cool ones. Like I got full art Mega Swampert EX. That was pretty cool. Do I have 1 or 2 of those? I can't tell right now. Let me go back real quick. Yeah, so this is basically my whole format. Aside from the main set, which I was able to get thanks to a little bit of trading and sharing. The biggest takeaways, of course, we got Mega Swampert EX, I had mentioned before. I have a full art Mega Kangaskhan EX, the 2-star variant. That's pretty cool. I have the Rainbow Mega Kangaskhan EX. By the way, I did open about 5 other regular Mega Kangaskhan, so I think the game is telling me that I need to play a different deck this time around.
The Kangaskhan deck, right? Yeah.
I did pull within the first 30 packs. I did pull the Mega Gardevoir EX Immersive. I won't show it because we're kind of running out of time. I also was able to pull the other Immersive of the set, the Meowth Immersive. I got a couple of shinies: Horsey, Kabutops, Espeon EX Full Art Shiny.
Oh my gosh!
Umbreon EX Full Art Shiny. Lugia EX Full Art Shiny. And the 1 of 2 gold cards, the Gold Protective Poncho.
Oh my gosh!
And that's pretty much it on my biggest haul of that. Surprisingly, I didn't get way more than anything else, which is fine. But what about you, Chris? Did you get anything good?
Yeah, I got, so far, I think the top 3 cards I can remember getting is the Immersive Gardevoir, the Full Art Gardevoir, and I was able to Wonder Pick the Full Art Mega Mawile so far.
Nice.
But those are like the ones I know for sure I've gotten. Mm-hmm. I am gonna try to do a 10-piece later tonight.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna have to get some hourglasses because I don't want to use all my gold.
Yeah, no, I would suggest that if you're looking for hourglasses, the solo missions and the rank up rewards actually give you a decent amount. Did you claim the ones for the rank up season?
I might not have. Yeah.
What rank did you get before you actually?
Well, it was either like grade 4 or maybe one of the lower ultra rank ones.
So ultra 1. I ended it at ultra 1. I didn't get to masters. I was gunning for masters, but I only got like about 75 hourglasses there. So, truth be told, I didn't claim anything until I actually got the full set. So now I'm banking my hourglasses again, and I have about 258 hourglasses, and I haven't completed everything in what I can get for free yet. So. Yep, that's it. That's pretty much what I wanted. So it's a bigger set for a 1-pack set, which I'll give it credit. It's nice to actually worry about 1-pack, but I don't know if it's worth it. Ooh, wait, hold on. I just saw this. Somebody has a 2-star Rainbow Mawile EX in the Wonder Picks.
In the Wonder Pick?
Do I go for it? I have to go for it, right? Okay, Chris, you gotta be my luck of the draw here. Which card do I pick?
Top right.
Top right.
Was it top left?
Yes, it was. Is that what? Was that your first choice before you actually said top right? All right. Well, I mean, you get some, you win some, you know. So you can't really win every single one of them. I've been getting my 24-hour wonder picks for 2 stars, so I'm definitely gunning for those when I get the chance. And of course, whenever I do get the chance to finish up the 1 stars, they're gonna be there. So, but yeah, aside from that, nothing much to take about. Again, Chris, you'll tell us what you got. Please send me what you got when you get the chance.
I'll let you know if I get anything crazy, but I think you definitely beat me on that.
I mean, I did spend more than I should have, but I didn't think the set was going to be as big as it is. I mean, technically, there's 253 cards, including the shinies and everything.
It's huge. It's huge.
I would think that something like that is split between 2 sets or two packs, just for the amount of reason. But it's just a little too much in my opinion. Still, I got what I wanted so far. I got a few more things to finish, and hopefully I'll get what I need later on. You know, it's like we have another month of this, and I'll be saving as many hourglasses as I can for the rest of the month. So we'll see how it goes for next set. And that's pretty much it. I want to take a minute to recognize some of our patrons. Huge thanks to our gym leaders, Matty G, Esper Willow, KJ the Man, Herbert, Brandi, Pjtrjt, FischerJZE, and James. And then, of course, thank you for the executive producers on multiple of the shows: Monkey Bread, Sander, Kate the Cons, and Tish Smith. So make sure, again, if you want to become our executive producer, we can let us know. But once again, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. You can definitely join us in any of the podcast services fees, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pickaxe. You can always check us out in any other podcast feeds that you actually love. You can follow our social media, Pure Go, Purified Podcast, and Pokemon Trigger, please. I mean, I'm sure Chris wants to share their 10 pulls in a minute.
They weren't good. Nothing shiny, really.
Oh, God. All right. And then email us anything to the purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. You can join our regular Discord or the Patreon exclusive Chris Discord for $1 a month. We're always going to be there. Tag us, anything that you guys want. Share what you want to talk about the website. Or comment us on the video Spotify. That'd be great, With that being said, Chris, I think we have done a pretty good job today. Take us away for the night.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for joining us, and we're very excited for the upcoming, Kalos tour.
And Scare.
We hope you guys are. Let us know what you guys think. If you're excited, there's something you're skipping, there's something you're putting all your money into. I want to know what you're trying to get the shundo of. So peace out. We'll catch you guys next time. And be safe out there. See you.
Keep purifying them, everybody. Don't go broke. We'll see you guys next time.